my god. Okay, guys, so I look like trash, but this video is gonna be raw and real, so yeah. So grab your popcorn if you want to know some information about me. And yeah, and I'm gonna let you guys know what has been going on with me and why I went bald. So yeah, don't mind me. I'm recording from my laptop because I'm having technical issues right now, and this is what's working best for me. So yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I promised you guys that I'll be doing a part 2 to my big chop and why I had to do it. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys asked me or asked what was the reason for me chopping off my hair. So pretty much why I had to chop off my hair was because I have something called folliculitis decalvans, and it's also pretty much a form of alopecia. So that is why I had to chop off my hair. Just a little definition on what folliculitis decalvans is. It's a rare, chronic, long-term inflammatory condition of the scalp. Very rarely, it can affect other hair-bearing skin such as the beard, armpits, pubic hair, and legs. The prolonged inflammation that usually occurs leads to scarring. So, yeah. I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory on when I started noticing it and just kind of get into where I am now. Okay, so when I started noticing that I had folliculitis decalvans, or I'm just gonna say alopecia. When I started noticing that I had alopecia was probably around the summertime of 2020. That's when I started noticing sores in my head, and I didn't know why I was getting sores in my head. I just thought maybe it was from me straightening it, since I haven't straightened my hair in a long time, was just letting it grow out naturally. So that was one of the reasons why, or the other reason was like maybe I was pulling my hair too tight, that it was just like irritating the scalp or whatever. So around like the fall time, I noticed that it started to get really, really, really bad. And so I was like, this is kind of weird. Let me go check it out. So I want to go get it checked out. My doctor told me it could be like a form of like hair, like hair fungus, or she was like maybe you have alopecia, but she wasn't sure yet, like really sure. So she gave me this medicine. I'm gonna put the name down here. She gave me this medicine to try out and see if that would help to cure it. So I was trying out that medicine for like 2 weeks. Noticed that it was getting worse. And I had called her and informed her that, hey, the medicine that you prescribed me, it seems like it's just getting worse and it's not healing. So she was like, okay, let me refer you to a dermatologist to really go get it checked out. So this is what it looked like when I was when it started to get worse, and then this is what it looked like when it was my time to go see the dermatologist. Another question that I get is, well, couldn't you just left your hair, the way it was or something like that? Or like, leave, pretty much, why did I have to shave it? So the thing was, every time I would have my hair down, or every time I would brush my hair, and then when I come to like move my hair out of its place to like either like put it up or like brush it to the other side, it would literally just like rip the scab back open and then just start bleeding. Or like every time I would brush like the section of my hair, keep in mind it has only affected the right side of my my scalp. But yeah, so pretty much every time I would move my hair or I would brush it, it would literally like rip the scab back open and it just started to bleed. And I mean like bleed for maybe like 2-3 seconds, and then I would have to go pat it, and then like let it wait because then it's like really like sensitive and stuff like that. So I was just like, ugh, I kind of got like tired of like the bleeding and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm just gonna chop off my hair so it could heal without like me irritating it anymore. I feel like this video is gonna be like everywhere, but just bear with me. So when I went to my dermatologist, he actually agreed with me that it was a good idea for me to chop off my hair, only because it could really, really help the healing process, which I've noticed it has helped a lot, versus if I was just to keep my hair long and, you know, like put on the medicine and stuff like that on it. So that was another reason why I took it upon myself to cut my hair, because I was like, okay, if I can just chop my hair off, you know, hair is gonna grow, right? So I was like, if I can just chop my hair off and just let it heal without me brushing my hair or like brushing my scalp or like accidentally touching it or like moving my hair, this could help the healing process. And I was right, and he agreed with me. And he knows that like a lot of women, like it takes a lot of courage for us to like go bald or like chop off our hair to like a really short length. And he was like, I wasn't gonna, you know, tell you to do it unless you wanted to, but the fact that I went ahead and took it upon myself to cut my hair, he was like, that's a good choice that I made on my behalf. I was to leave my scalp untreated or like not really taking it seriously, it can cause more infection to the area, plus also spread. Also, it can lead to a deeply seated infection known as Schistosomiasis barbae. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but pretty much it's a scar border plus pus and crust that may result. And that's what I was having, was the pus, was the scarring. So I'm very, very, very happy that I noticed it quickly and took action quickly. So another question is, can this be cured? So far, from what I've been reading and what my doctor told me, there is no cure, but with antibiotics and like other steroids that they prescribed me can help the symptoms and can help minimize them from getting like worse or like spreading. So with that, my doctor had prescribed me 3 medications. 2 of them were like a topical and 1 of them was an oral, but he wanted to see if we can try the topicals first, try to cure it from the outside in, and not me taking the pills first. So a little backstory onto why not taking the pill is because I have an autoimmune disorder and I'm already on medication for that, so we didn't want to try to like mix the two, or maybe if I was to take the medicine he was giving me, it might have affected what I was taking for my autoimmune disorder. Okay, so the 2 medicines that he prescribed me as a topical, one of them is called clindamycin. With this one, it's like, it comes like this, and I just like roll it all over my scalp where the infection was. And then another one is clobetasol. This one is like, I just like pour, like dab on like the owies and stuff like that. This one is twice a day, every day. So I have two of these bottles to finish. This one is a little bit stronger. So this one was twice a day for 5 to 7 days. And then after 5 to 7 days, I had to take a break for like 3 to 4 days. And then after 3 to 4 days, then I would apply this like once. No, I had to apply this like twice or 3 times a week. So these are what he gave me for my topicals instead of me taking the pills. One that's also asked, or a question that's asked, is this contagious? No, this is not contagious. But the thing is, I would definitely avoid sharing hairbrushes with like other people in your household just because you don't want to like irritate the area, or like whatever they had on their hair, you put on your hair, and just like, just try to avoid sharing hairbrushes with like other members in your household, and just keep your stuff clean and like away from everyone else. Okay, so a good question that I was asked as well was, how do you even get this, or why do you even get this? According from my research and what my doctor was saying, it's mostly caused by an infection of hair follicles, which is like a staph bacteria. So everyone has like bacteria in their head. Obviously, we all have like bacteria in our body. Some are just activated and some aren't, and some can take it and some can't. But I think maybe because I have an autoimmune disorder, um, my body takes a lot to notice something and fight against it. So what it does, it just like attacks itself. So that's probably why mine became the way it was. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys um, what an untreated scalp looks like. So this is what it looks like if I was to leave it untreated. You can see there's like a lot of hair loss in it. And you can also tell like it's like red, scabby, and stuff like that. And that's literally how my scalp looked like when I went to go see the doctor. It looked more like this picture right here, but with a little bit more hair. Obviously, my hair. But if it's left untreated, these are what it could look like as well. So as you can see, like there's a lot of hair loss involved in this. The thing with the hair loss is that the cons of having this is that the hair loss cannot be cured, or from what they've researched was that it can't be cured because it's permanently damaged. So with the hair growing back, the hair will grow back, but only in the places where the hair is. The places that you see the bald patches in, the hair will not grow back to what they claim, or it'll take time for the hair that can grow back. But if anyone has like alopecia and has like found a cure for, like growing back their hair, or like anything that has helped, please help your girl out, because I love my hair and I want it to be full as well on the right side like it is on the left side. Right side of my scalp. So I'm gonna post a picture of my journey of my hair and what it looks like now. On January 3rd is when I did my big chop. This is what it looked like on January 7th. This was when I started my medication. As you can see, there were red little patches in there that were open, and those are the open sores, and you can see like it was like everywhere, majority on my right side of my scalp versus the left side. It was starting to spread a little, but now with the medications that I've been using, it has stopped. So that has been helping. I would say like maybe a day or two into the medication, this is what my scalp looked like. When I woke up, it was like flaky, dry, but you can see that the sores that were open have actually started closing. So this is what it looked like on the 9th, that night after I like washed my hair and like kind of exfoliated very lightly. The sores were not as red as it was on the 7th, and they were starting to close, but you can still see like the red dots and stuff like that on where the sores were at. Into a few days later, on January 13th, after a couple of days or almost like a week into the medication, this is what my scalp looked like then. As you can tell, my hair has grown back pretty fast. but it's not red as it was, and it's not like it's not like dry and like scabby and like scaly. The sores have definitely closed up. So further down on January 26th, this is what my head looked like. As you can tell now, the sores are completely gone. There's nothing there. It only gets red and irritated because of me like brushing my hair, obviously, because I gotta brush the rest of my hair or it's gonna look crazy, you know? But when I come to brush the right side of my head, I do it very lightly because obviously there's barely no hair there. But I kind of brush it to where it can kind of blend in, you know, with the rest of the hair. But as you can see, when the hair is starting to grow, I have more hair around the areas and on my left side and the front versus where the alopecia is. So on February 2nd, this is what my scalp looks like now. I got a haircut. Shout out to Trent for giving my haircut. I got a haircut, and this is what it looks like short, but as you can see that it has healed a lot. It's only red because I just had rolled on the clindamycin, so it gets like red since it's sensitive and like there's barely no hair there. But that's why it's red. But otherwise, this is how it looks like. So it's pretty much healing itself, thank God. And I don't have to go with taking the orals. So the topicals have been working. I do go back on the 22nd to go see my dermatologist again for a follow-up and see what we could do or see if I have to still continue the medication. But so far, this is what my scalp looks like as of today. And yeah, okay guys, so that was it for my big chop update. If anyone with alopecia or has folliculitis decalvans, if you have any tips or like tricks on how to grow your hair back, please, 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 please help a girl out because I love my hair so much. I want to grow it back. The reason why no one ever noticed that I had this was because my hair was so full, so it like covered it, obviously, so that's why. But yeah, so if you have any tips or tricks on how to grow your hair back, please leave it down in the comments below so I can try these methods and see if they can work. But otherwise, thank you all for watching, and thank you for everyone who has supported me on going bald. And thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys, 1,000 thank you so much. But yeah, but don't forget to subscribe for those of you that are new. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and a welcome. Subscribe to your girl's channel, and for those of you that have been supporting me, also thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.